Go to YouTube, it's a Quest Leviathan Prophecy, and I'm back at it with another reaction video. And this time I am reacting to the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Lakers, and it is a bloodbath. The Lakers are up 111 to 89. Obviously, Kyrie Irving got ejected in the third quarter, you know, but it looks like this is over. I mean, like I said in my last video, man, is that the Lakers are gonna have to put up these historic numbers, or hold on, I don't want this lady talking over me.
And that's faster? Faster, yeah. But is it reliable? And secure.
I don't want for the Nets. Like, the Nets cannot play like this when it comes to the PlayStation. I mean, the PlayStation. When it comes to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because they will get blown out. Believe that. You know. That's why I have this. That's why I had to say, because of team chemistry, man. Like, people have to realize that team chemistry is vital, is pitiful. You know. Because one can't play without the other. We see how we all need, like, if all three of them were playing, of course, Brooklyn would have won. There's no question about it. They would have won if all three were playing. But I don't want to keep playing that what if scenarios, Like, I'm not a what if guy, Like, if stuff happens, stuff happens. You can't go back and predict the future and say that, well, if such and such went such and such way, like, you're just making a whole bunch of excuses. It's either you win or lose. That's just it, Because when you start making excuses, you look sorry and you look stupid, Like, I'm not the one to make excuses. If James Harden doesn't play, how is their fault? You play with who you got, You try to make the most out of it. Now, obviously, Kevin Durant is slowly coming back. You can see he's not 100% healthy. He's probably like 70, 80%. Kyrie got ejected in the third quarter. Obviously, James Harden didn't play because of a calf injury. So, you knew that the Lakers was going to come in red hot, And YouTubers like Oprah Side and, Flight and, Cash, whatever his name is, Cash Nasty. They're gonna all, put their 2 cents in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the Lakers are blowing the #1 team in the NBA and stuff like that. Because people think that, oh, the Brooklyn Nets could turn it on and off. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. And especially with Skip. Oh my Lord, Skip Bayless is gonna have a field day. Or maybe Shannon's gonna have a field day Monday. Don't do that, Skip. Don't do that. He always crack. They should put like a compilation of him saying that. After every Skip Bayless argument, they should have, like, because I know they have one for him too, but they just should have a special one for him just saying that. Don't do that, Skip. Don't. But anyways, man, yeah. So it's 111 to 91, Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is still first in the East. So even if they lose this one, it's not gonna derail them, But these are the games that you cannot lose. You got I mean, obviously Kuzma was not going to do nothing in this game, but obviously you got AD and Drummond out, or you got AD and LeBron James out. Excuse me, Drummond didn't play, so there's no excuse for this Brooklyn team not to come out here and get manhandled like this. But it is what it is. A lot of people are going to overreact like they always do. It is what it is. I'm not gonna, I'm not going to Tucker. So Tucker was born in Chicago, huh? Iowa State, 46th pick in their 2019 draft. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The Brooklyn Nets could come back in this game. It's 190. It's 111 to 94. The Lakers did not score since they reached the 100 mark. Tucker with a three, and it's off. Rebound, whoever that dude is with the dreads. He passes it to Shaman. Shaman passes back to number 24. He shoots, and it's way off. Jesus Christ. He had a wide open lane too, but he took a three. Shoot that, and he drills it. Dennis Schroeder with a three, and it's 114 and 94. With 3 minutes left, I should say, sorry. Shamet slices, he passes it to whoever that was, and it's a turnover on Brooklyn. And I believe this is their last meeting too. After this, I don't think they face anymore. I cannot do it due to copyright because I remember when I did it the last time, I got an email saying that they took my video down. So yeah, but you can hear the audio. So it is, you got your three senses, so you can. And they're just missing. Jesus Christ, Brooklyn Nets is just playing sloppy basketball right now. Can't buy a bucket. He shoots. Can't buy a bucket. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Their bench is ass. I mean, when you have a trash bench, that's even worse. Like, is Blake even on the bench? I think Blake is a starter, but I don't know, man. I don't know, but to be honest with you, man, Steve Nash is not the answer for this team. He's not. It's always going to boil you down to coaching. I mean, you could go 0 to 100 in the regular season, but like Steve Nash just had so many woes, had so many exit playoffs in his career that he's never, got to the NBA Finals. Like he's a two-time MVP champion, but other than that, like he doesn't have that championship pedigree. Like if the Nets had somebody like a Doc Rivers, they would have been playing vastly different. Like I would have said, okay, because Doc obviously won a championship. Right? Not as a player, but as a head coach. Ooh, great game. Warriors and Celtics. Hey, NBA got some pretty good primetime games. Better than NFL, I'll tell you that. That should be a very fun game. Celtics and Warriors. So Tucker with the ball with 2 minutes left remaining. Or 2 and 20 seconds left remaining. So yeah, there goes Antetokounmpo's brother. Damn, he looks just like his brother for real. That's crazy. But shout out to him though. I don't know, man. Nets are just playing sloppy basketball. I mean, they were pretty good in the third quarter, but I don't know. The Lakers just, So you know what? We don't care if y'all got AD and Kyrie. We're going to show you that we could beat you without AD and James. And watch watch all LeBron James bandwagon fans or bronzexuals say, you see, even without LeBron James, the Nets can't handle us. Now, you put LeBron James in that starting lineup, it's going to be much worse. Because now this is giving the Lakers makeup time, playing time, you know? Because if they can't play without if they can play without LeBron James, imagine if they can play with LeBron James, you know? Oh, hold on. I butchered that so badly. If the Lakers can play without LeBron James, picture LeBron James coming back and that whole unit playing even more better, you know? So, I mean, it's a very good win. It's a very good win. I'm not going to lie. It's a very good win. Knowing this is their last meeting before, the playoff starts next month, or I think the seedings or the playoff starts yeah, because after that, they don't really have too many games. I guess they have 19 games left. So next month is the obviously seedings for the playoffs. So yeah. So Nets lose at home. Tucker strips. Fast break. And he knocks it in. Good stuff. It's like when they excel, when they fast break, it's like, how they be making these acrobatic layups? You know? Like I tried some to do it myself yesterday, but it didn't necessarily push. Oh my God! What a bad transition. Lakers get the ball back. Laker kicks it out, and he drills it. So it's another 126 to 99. Again, no James Harden, no LeBron James, no AD. Drummond with another 20-plus point performance. And it's one-on-one. It's one-on-one to 101 to 196 with 55 seconds left remaining. Tucker in and out. And he pushes it and he shoots it and it's no good. Jesus Christ, the Nets bench sucks. He drills it. No, not again. And yeah, they can't rebound. They can't shoot. So the final score is going to be 101 to 126. Now, if the Lakers can do this 4 more times, they can beat this team. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that this is the blueprint to beat the Nets, but you just have to beat them within their strengths. You know? Just like how I said, every team, the Nets fans are already leaving. Pitiful. But anyways, man, but like I said, man, every team has a weakness, man. You just have to exploit it. And the Lakers did that tonight. 7 players scored double figures. So if that's what it takes to beat the Nets, that's what it has to take to beat the Nets. Now, obviously, they're not going to play like this every night. But, like I said, if that's the blueprint of scoring, or if that's the blueprint of beating the Nets, then so be it, That means Kuzma, LeBron, Harold, Drummond, LeBron, AD, they all have to go double figures each and every game for 4 quarters, in order for them to beat this Nets team. But like I said, this Nets team have um this Nets team have um a weakness. They just have to explore it. And the Nets and I said the Nets, the Lakers did that tonight. The Nets, the Nets have no answer. Their bench sucks. Whether whether it's Blake coming off, I don't know. I don't know who they got in the rotation. All I know is Drummond. No, all I know is Blake Aldridge. Let me see. Blake Aldridge, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. So that's your starting five right there. So who you have coming off the bench? That's the thing. That's the thing that worries me. Like who you have coming off the bench. Who you have coming off the bench for Brooklyn? Because if Aldridge and Blake could come off the bench and give you a spark, then that's pretty good. Because all you need is Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant in your starting five. And then when your bench gets tired, if I was the coach, that's what I would have done. Play LaMarcus Aldridge at the bench and throw Blake Griffin at the bench. So you got you got Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Harris, and Jordan. And then your bench, you got DeMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, and then the rest of them. You know, that would be my lineup. But if you got Jordan coming off the bench, and then you got DeMarcus Aldridge and Blake, where's your offense coming from? Bench-wise. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, again, it boils down to Steve Nash. And we all know Steve Nash is a great player. But again, if you as a championship don't have a championship resume, you're not going to go far. Look at Mark Jackson. As great as a player Mark Jackson was, he failed to get the damn Warriors a championship. Now you could say, well, they didn't give him enough time. Like, trust me, they gave him enough time. He just didn't have the championship pedigree. And that goes for Steve Nash. Steve Nash, we all know Steve Nash isn't the coach, isn't the right fit for Brooklyn. Brooklyn needs more of a player. No. Brooklyn needs more of a head coach like a Doc Rivers. But Doc Rivers went to Philly, so that's out of the question. There was Tyronn Lue. There was other candidates like Jason Kidd. Like if they would have gotten a Jason Kidd, then they would have been playing very drastically different. Because obviously Jason Kidd did win a championship with, I'll put that with emphasis, with Dirk Nowitzki. And wasn't it Nash who was teammates with Dirk? So how come them two didn't win the championship, but Jason Kidd and Dirk did? Kind of suspicious, right? So like I said, man, boy is down to coaching. The players can only do so much. I mean, the players can do a lot, but again, it boils down to coaching. What are you doing? Are you putting, your players in position to win, Whether Kyrie got fouled out of the game on purpose, maybe he didn't feel like playing, because we all know Kyrie, his mind is just out there, So we don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he got fouled out because he didn't want to play, it didn't feel like, I believe Kyrie said that, what, I'm not playing this game, man. Like why? Like, why you got me out here playing with a bunch of nobodies? I want to face I want to face them when it matters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Kyrie got himself disqualified, or not disqualified, but I'm pretty sure he got himself ejected on purpose. But you know, it is what it is. Lakers won. So this will be this will be their last matchup. Uh, yeah, this will be their last matchup. Now, whether they do face each other in NBA Finals, that's gonna be determined. But the way the media is pushing the narrative, it looks like it's probably gonna happen. Cause for the Nets not to reach the finals, that would be a slap in the face. You know, like we can't give it back to Miami Heat because the Miami Heat didn't Miami Heat didn't necessarily do anything. Um, you know, like who's a threat? Who's a who's a threat to who's a threat to Brooklyn in the East? The Celtics have been up and down. Sixers, we can't bank on Joel Embiid's health. The Knicks, no. Um, and even if that's my team, I still think that they can't beat them. You know, because obviously they swept us. So, but that doesn't mean anything because the Heat swept us in 1999, and look what we did. You know, when it mattered the most. You know, we gave them the business. But, anyways, man, I just think that you know, the East is wide open. But like I said, you know, with I think with Doc's coaching ability, Philly is playing very good defense. What Ben Simmons lack in offense, he makes for up in defense. He's a pretty good defender. We've seen him lock down R.J. Barrett. So if you put Ben Simmons on Kyrie, James, Harden, Kevin Durant, he could do something. You know, I'm not gonna say he's gonna lock everybody down, but you know he can do something. You know, they got Dwight Howard, Danny Green. So I think if there's one team in the East that can stop Brooklyn, it's them because they can match you width by width. You know, length by length. So let me know in the comment section down below. Uh, Did the Lakers win this game or did the Nets throw this game away? Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.